This is the future.
Before we proceed to the video, I would like to share to you that I got a nifty bug wherein I was able to choose yet 2 more in-canon weapons from the week 6 selection. I know some players don't like it, as they are expecting the week 1 in-canon weapons, but it was a blessing for me since I was able to get the other 2 in-canons for week 6 that I wanted. So how did this happen? When you log into the game before the restart timer expires for the in-canon Genesis rotation, the game will bug out, and instead of rolling week 1 in-canons, it will then give you those week 6 in-canons. Right now, I am only missing 1 item for the week 6 in-canon, and I'm kind of happy that this bug happened. But then again, not all like this bug, as they are expecting week 1 in-canons. So, Digital Extremes already seen this bug, and I think they are working on a fix to it. The question now is, will get to roll the week 1 in-canon and remove what we got earlier this day? I hope not, since I already farmed the resources and have the build for the 2 in-canons. I don't want to farm it again, and I hope that Digital Extremes will let us keep the in-canon we have chose this week. Lastly, I would like to ask your help in increasing the likeliness of this video being recommended to the YouTube search tab. Simply like this video if you find it helpful, and of course, please subscribe to help us beat the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much, and now, let's get into the video. One of the worst melee weapons in the game is the Psy Bear. This is a large hammer featuring a head composed entirely of critic that deals cold damage on attacks. Performing a heavy attack increases its status chance considerably, making it ideal for inflicting status effects on enemies. This weapon deals primarily with cold damage, and its attacks have a chance to inflict an area of effect cold proc. Its heavy attacks grant a flat plus 50% status chance bonus to all attacks with the sidebar for 4 seconds, and most recently, this hammer received its in-canon form, which we will talk later in the video. This hammer may seem impressive on paper, but in real mission, it cannot compete against decent hybrid melee weapons in the game. Take note that I have said decent, and not even those meta weapons. The damage of this weapon is mostly cold, and even though it has slash, the cold proc still rises and procs often, making it bad for the meta slash and bleed build. The worst part is, some players really hated this weapon, as it's not even worth getting with platinum. This hammer has one of the highest cost requirements in the game, and it will take you about 30k critics, and that's a whole lot of excavation missions in the past that it's not worth your time at all. Also, the weapon is mediocre at best, so there's no reason to buy it straight away in the market for 165 platinum. It's either farm hard or just completely ignore the melee. But what about now? What's the current status of the Psy Bear? It has in-canon variant, and we can farm critic passively in the duviri circuit right now. Well, the fact that we can farm critic now in duviri circuit is good for the melee, and there may be hopes that players will be getting the weapon. Also, I will be honest with you, the in-canon Psy Bear is not an over-the-top melee that can compete with the meta, but it's sure fun to use now compared to how crap it was in the past. So, let's take a look at the evolution of this weapon. The in-canon form of the Psy Bear was supposed to be a shield gating bonanza, but Digital Extremes changed it at the last minute. Instead of giving a shield per hit on those enemies affected by cold, they change it to combo count gain. While the shield gating mechanic could make the hammer better, I don't have any complaints with the combo count, as it adds more fun to the hammer. The build I'm using with the Psy Bear in-canon is a mix of fast attack and heavy attack, and I will explain why later. For now, let's proceed to the tier 3 evolution, and for this node, I pick the heavy attack wind-up speed. This pairs very well with the bonus wind-up speed from activating the in-canon form, and it's really a great quality of life improvement for the weapon, as each heavy attack feels like it's part of the fast attack combo. And for the last tier, I pick the critical chance bonus to go bananas with red crits. Among the 3, I think Absolute Valor is the best in the slot, as it's more universal, and it's a better buff for the weapon. Moving on, let's proceed with the build. In general, you can build this weapon for a basic fast attack and then heavy attack combo. The idea is to build up combo counter up to max and then use the heavy attack, then just rinse and repeat the process. The moment you do a heavy attack, you gain a flat bonus of status chance, which pairs well with the Weeping Wounds mod. Use this during fast attack while building combo to dish out some damage, and then use the heavy attack once you get to the full combo. For general use, it would be wise to mod with corrosive against armored enemies by replacing Northwind with Shocking Touch, but I think that would be unnecessary since the meta now is all about stripping defenses. There are lots of helminth builds that can use stripping armor and shields, so you can just murder them with a Psybear viral build. But if there's one combo I would like you to try, that is Frost with this hammer. The combo count per cold proc hit works absurdly well with Frost when you cast his 4th ability to the targets. In this case, I'm using the moving snowman build, which has armor stripping capability in a wide area, paired with gloom. The rest of the video is the demonstration of the normal general used build, and the defense strip build. Thank you so much for watching. Squad leader signing off.